Finally, the billionaire battle we've been waiting for. Let them fight. It was foretold. We all expected it. The world's biggest egos clashing in petty squabbles. Or, as some may say, two high agency males going at each other. Elon Musk entered Trump's government promising impossible cuts, but his policies were so unpopular they tanked Tesla's stock. After much turmoil, the South African billionaires finally oust from the cabinet. Elon, you clown. What's next for you now?
Break, heartbreak, fail, live or fail, but if you can hear me complaining, I'm neither dead or in jail.
Hello, my dear Nighthawks. An article published by The Atlantic titled The Decline and Fall of Elon Musk opens with these words. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was shouting at Elon Musk in the halls of the West Wing last month, loud enough for Donald Trump to hear and in a language that he could certainly understand. Bessent and Musk were fighting over which of them should choose the next IRS leader, and implicitly over Musk's bureaucracy beat-down crusade. Without securing the Treasury chief's sign-off, Musk had pushed through his own pick for the job. Bessent was, quite obviously, not having it. The fight had started outside the Oval Office. It continued past the Roosevelt Room and toward the Chief of Staff's office, and then barreled around the corner of the National Security Advisor's warren. Musk accused Bessent of having run two failed hedge funds. "I can't hear you," he told Bessent as they argued, their faces just inches apart. "Say it louder." The article continues. How many people were fired because they didn't send in their 3 things or whatever the fuck it was? One Trump advisor, who requested anonymity to speak frankly, told us. "I think that everyone is ready to move on from this part of the administration." A couple of weeks after this argument with Bessent, Musk gathered reporters in the Roosevelt Room to defend himself, admitting that his latest goal of $1 trillion in taxpayer spending, already down from his initial trillion target, had proved really difficult. "We are making as much progress as we can. There's a lot of inertia in the government," he told the assembled press. "So it's not easy. This is a way to make a lot of enemies and not that many friends." Published on May 21, 2025, this report inspired me to start writing about Musk's decline, but the longer this goes on, the more bizarre it gets. I'm writing these words as they brawl on Twitter like spoiled little gremlins. I don't know if money buys happiness, but they've proven it doesn't buy dignity. Inflated egos and scrawny bodies fighting over the chocolate bars of a state they've already gnawed to the bone, thanks to the policies enacted by the Dutch Department. Titans humiliated for our entertainment, slapping each other in the planetary ring of the internet, with a senile old man in the Oval Office and a Nazi hopped up on horse tranquilizers. By the way, Elon Musk has a weird thing with sexual harassment and horses. Just Google it. But anyway, what a clown show. No president has looked this ridiculous since Clinton got a blowjob from an intern. But hey, that's the upside of having Moonsraker's Hugo Drax himself running Twitter. It all plays in front of us, the disposable lemmings, laughing at the naked fragility of these bruised egos measuring their dicks like horny Daleks. This is the stage. Two of the world's most powerful men, cursed with massive egos and stunted emotional intelligence. Neither embodies traditional masculinity, yet the right has gaslit itself into worshipping these Oompa Loompas as the alpha males of the 21st century. Giants with feet of clay, their bank accounts unable to mask their human hubris. Trump fired Musk from his cabinet and Doge roll, handing him the keys to the countries in the cringiest press event of the year, not accounting for the Game Awards. The billionaire sported black eyes and the gaze of a man who'd done more drugs than William Burroughs. Inside Trump's cabinet, reports repeatedly reached the president about the boss baby's ketamine addiction. A New York Times article from May 31 states, Mr. Musk's drug use went far beyond occasional recreation. He told people he was taking so much ketamine, a powerful addict, that it was damaging his bladder, a known side effect of chronic use. He also took MDMA and psychedelic mushrooms. On top of that, he traveled with a daily medication case holding about 20 pills, including some labeled stimulant Adderall, according to a photo of the box and people who've seen it. It's unclear whether Musk, 53, was under the influence when he became a fixture in the White House this year and was granted power to slash federal bureaucracy. Yet he's displayed erratic behavior, insulting cabinet members, making Nazi gestures, and giving incoherent answers in a staged interview. Meanwhile, his personal life has grown increasingly chaotic, juggling overlapping romantic entanglements and legal battles tied to his ever-expanding brood of children, per documents and interviews. The Trump-Musk friendship was a slow-motion train wreck. Anyone could see this coming. The images of little ex-Alpha Sigma, what's his name, annoying Donald Trump will go down in history at peak absurdity.
A significant part of the presidency is to restore democracy. This may seem like, well, are we in a democracy? Well, if you don't have a feedback loop, okay, we would have to, if you it's all right.
The president-elect wasn't about to let his authority be questioned, and Democrats' jokes about Musk being the real president must have stung. But that didn't stop him from buying a Tesla right outside the White House. Then, this June, tensions exploded into a ridiculous social media feud on Shitter and Truth Media, where the two tycoons hurled shit at each other like cage bonobos. It started when Musk criticized the nauseating title Beautiful Bill, which, while benefiting the ultra-rich like him, axed tax credits for vehicles, leaving the floundering Tesla even more exposed. He called it a disgusting abomination. Trump retaliated by threatening to cancel government contracts with SpaceX and Starlink. But here's the kicker. Musk shot back, claiming Trump owed his election to him. Then dropped the bomb that Trump hadn't released the Epstein files because his name was on the list. This was not exactly shocking. Musk himself had retweeted the infamous Trump-Epstein video, and critics fired back with photos of him grinning beside Epstein's wife, accused of the same crimes and much less dead than her husband. But if Musk could make a bad situation worse, he succeeded with a since-deleted tweet, tucking the tail like a beaten dog. Days after bragging about putting the Orange Man in power, he'd accused him of being a pedophile. So let's ask, did Musk knowingly install the child predator as president? The rocket clown's reputation has self-detonated, like a wild coyote trap backfiring. A few days later, the world's calm. Musk crawled back to Trump, begging to keep SpaceX contracts intact, demoted from unelected VP to lapdog. His reputation is in the gutter, trampled by the White House boot. To sanitize this childish clash of titans, they've shifted to a new face, charismatic Donald Trump as the dumb, Elon Musk as the femboy Uke, forced to submit to keep his government-funded empire afloat. The man who wanted to dismantle the state is now its bitch. By the way, did you know Elon Musk once role-played as a babyface in Forum Circuit 2009? Google it, it's wild. Now his fantasies come true. He's gone from defying the master to being his little pet, begging for belly rubs in form of public cash. A perfect symbol of capitalism's drift. The world's richest man groveling before a demagogue tyrant who humiliates him worse than any court jester could ever. With his edgy new ex-avatar and weepy laments over what could have been, Elon Musk, sucked into the void of his addiction, is like King Midas in his lonely hunger. He barely knows his dozens of kids. He has all the gold in the world, yet he is poor. At the peak of his Trump bromance, he tweeted that he loved him as much as a straight man can love another man. Years ago, in an interview, he said his greatest fear was being alone. His daughter Vivian disowns him as she launches a modeling career. His exes drag him on Twitter for neglecting their children, and everyone in Trump's cabinet hating him for unfunny jokes and smug superiority. He's got his sycophants, his fake gaming achievements, but he blew his fortune on Trump and now lies in the mud, his stocks tanking with every life meltdown. The tale of King Midas is ancient wisdom, but we know how it ends. No one approaches a man who turns flesh into gold with a touch. No one trusts him. Midas retreats to play Path of Exile with a golden mouse. Some versions have him begging Dionysus for mercy, breaking the curse. But I've always preferred the one where nothing saves him. Every fruit he tries to bite turns into coin, and he starves alone in his opulence. What awaits our billionaire? Only the furies of fate will decide. Thanks for watching this far. Now don't forget to, like and subscribe and all those bollocks. With that said, click on the recommended video or something, or give me some Patreon money, patronize this bitch and get access to my Discord servers. Anyway, thanks for coming and booker off.